With his ears still ringing and his heart pumping, Walter stands atop his apartment block, victorious. Seemingly so, the pursuer that has chased him throughout his hometown is dead, a smoking corpse on the ground, surrounded by its fellow dead. But we cannot be sure, not yet, not until Walter uses the butt of his rifle to further decimate its remains. The night is young. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rykon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead and to our short survival series, and to what is set to be the final episode of this season. Now, we need to make our way down onto the ground to deal with what remains here, and just having a look down at that, the flare that was down there is gone, seemingly destroyed by the grenade that we dropped down there. And now we could just charge right down, couldn't we? Or we could be smart and maybe drop down yet another flare so that we can see what's going on, and then maybe just try and fire from up here. That's a sound idea. Let's go and drop that over the edge. It'll be making its way down there now, and we should see it plop down there in just a moment or two. Yay, nay, nothing yet. Sometimes we just have to move around a little bit to see. Oh, there we go. It's all lit up, and there are many, many, many dead here. And they're all super, super injured. If we drop down one more grenade, it would take them all out. Is it worth doing? I think it is. We can also be, maybe a little bit more certain that, our pursuer isn't among them, huh? There's so many down there. This is definitely worthwhile. All right, grenade, let's go and activate you, drop you over the edge yet again. We're going to run back, and then we're going to hit the ground, going prone. We see a flash of light. We don't hear much. Our hearing is just gone. But making our way back on over there, we are seeing even more of those bodies. The light, the flare, gone. Just completely gone. Okay, Walter. Okay, let's get that carbine back in hand, and we're going to start to make our way down here. Hopefully, the stairwell isn't, completely destroyed. Also, the lack of in-game sound that you're hearing right now is due to the fact that our hearing is just completely toast after that grenade. We're going to peek downstairs here. We are going to see that there is a tough zombie waiting for us. We're going to try and see if we can do this quickly here. We want to run back, and then we're going to turn around and see if we can get one shot off at it. That's all that we need. Semi-auto, boom, there we go. Hit it in the arm, enough to take it down. Let's move around the corner here. This apartment is just absolutely wrecked. And these are dead that we haven't killed. It's just from what this relentless Hulk has done. And just looking at this here, the horde that was moving through here, it definitely did some of this damage, but the majority of it is going to be from our big friend. Oh my gosh, there are so many bodies there. Now, I don't know, it must still take into account the grenade kills, because it said that we killed our pursuer. The pursuer died. So I'm assuming it is chalking that up to us. There's a few more here, but they're all super, super injured. So all we need is just one of these bullets to hit. So we are going to be cautious, make sure that we do get that hit, take our time with our shots. We're going to need you to step out and around the corner there for us to actually have a proper shot at you. Come on, one more step. There we go. Okay, look at that. Just look at this mess. Now, I would like to smash all of these corpses here. Oh my gosh, there's so many here. But first of all, the most important one to us is the Relentless Hulk. We need to track down where it is. So we're going to search Hulk here. It's right there. Okay, so we move over one, and we're on its square right now. So that is the fat zombie that's there. This is the Relentless Hulk. It's wearing a big dress, and it's carrying a messenger bag with food loyalty cards. This was our pursuer. Oh boy. Okay, well, let's make sure it's really over. We've thoroughly pulp that corpse. Pulped, bruised, just bruised. I feel like there's nothing to smash. Okay, we have done enough there. We have won the fight for this apartment. Just wow. I think the fastest way for us to deal with the dead here is, I was going to say probably try and bring them together and then smash them. But oh boy, we've got attention. A fair amount of it. As our hearing comes back, we can hear the moaning, the groaning, the sounds of the dead to the north right now. Let's make sure that we have stopped hauling. We've done what we need to do here now. We don't need to keep on fighting. We can move. We can run. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Walter, it's time to get out of here. This place has been torn apart by that pursuer as it tried to seek us out, as it tried to find us. And it knew where we were. It was tracking us, but it just hadn't found its way to the stairs. So I don't think it has the same intelligence that the ferals do. But if that thing was on the same level as us, we would have been in a spot of trouble. And boy, there's still a lot of dead here. Let's move over the fence. We're going to turn our light off and we're going to keep our goggles on. They're going to have a hard time tracking us in the night. We'll be able to see them from a distance before they get too close to us. There's a brainless zombie that's just hanging out down here by our bike. We're going to be hopping onto that. And yeah, we are leaving some things behind. There are things on top of this apartment building, but if we can get ourselves to proper safety, we'll be able to have access to many of those things anyway. So the evac shelter here, that is our first port of call. That's what we're going to be going for. So let's start to cycle. And it doesn't look like we're going to need to have our light on tonight. We already have so much of the area kind of plotted out sidewise, so I don't think we're going to have a vehicle just randomly appear in front of us. So we should be pretty safe just cycling along, using the moon to see what is around us. We will turn on safe mode just in case, and we'll see if we can steer this bicycle terribly. We don't do a very good job of it. There is something that we're seeing up ahead here. D. Okay, several corpses from a drug deal. We can see a heat signature out there. I'm glad that we can see the heat signatures so far away. Oh, we didn't actually have a heat signature for the mold there, so it is it's cold. Good to know. And our location, I believe, is going to be up and along that road here, right? It is. We'll stick to the road for now as much as we can because it does seem to be easier to, oh dear, maneuver the bike around there. There are heat signatures in here, and okay, it's boarded up. We might actually have people here for all we know. Very interesting. They've got the lights off from what we can tell, but there was some power going to one of the terminals that's in there. Let's crack the door. Oh boy, and a zombie runner starts to come for us. I think that they're probably zombies, but let's be certain. We're going to move back from here, and oh, it's not just zombies. It's a deranged freaking axeman. Okay, we're going to change to automatic because we're not going to take our chances with the axeman. We've been struck by axes before. We don't want that to happen again. All right, get a little closer there, my friend. And there we go. We let loose heavy arterial bleeding. Let's get a little bit further away. And I think one more good semi-automatic shot should be enough to take you down. It's a little bit of a risk, to be sure, but we take risks around here. 54 damage and the deranged axeman is down. Next up, we got a zombie child. Yeah, we'll let you get close. One bullet is good enough to do it. We've got a paramilitary zombie up here, wearing military surplus gear, including an armored vest. Okay, well, we got that to look forward to. All the survivors that were in here have turned. It's not looking good for Walter, but maybe he can find more information here still. That terminal is on, and as long as one terminal survives, we can get the information we need. All right, let's start taking our shots here. We are going to have to try and get a few in because we've got runners coming for us now. Oh boy. And that wasn't enough to take you out, was it? But that is. Let's go for the runner before we go for the paramilitary zombie because you're going to be able to keep up a little easier, aren't you? Let's see. One more good shot. There we go. And let's turn and we start to get a little bit more distance here. Trying to take down the runner first of all. Steady. Steady. Good shot. 70 damage with that critical. Paramilitary zombie, you're next. Okay, it was a quick hit, but it still was decent damage. We'll get more distance here before we try and take another shot. Oh, deranged axeman. Where did you come from? Where did you come from? You are fast, good sir, but you don't actually know where we are. That's why keeping our light off on a night like this really does help us out because they don't know. They're tracking us by sound. Okay, the deranged axeman does know where we are now. We've only got 11 shots left at this stage. Okay, that's you down. We're going to go full auto yet again. Well, it is auto. It's more of a burst. Okay, come on. Oh, very nice. Axeman is down. Okay, let's change our attention here. We're going to go to semi-automatic. The kid is going to be a little harder to hit. We'll try and go for precise on you. We get it, but only just. Careful aim. Okay, still not quite enough to take you out, huh? Looks like we'll change our attention over towards the kid now. Or maybe not. The aim's not quite good enough. That is, though. We're going to have to back up. You're not going to grab us, but you're still going to do damage to us. So I'd rather not take that damage. If we can avoid it, we've got one more over here. Let's line up a precise strike. Okay, we managed to get it. Only just though. Careful. Same again. And we're out. How fast can we reload? Let's slot in a new magazine. Ooh, just fast enough. Heavy arterial bleeding, so we could leave it. But just to be safe, we'll put one more bullet in you. And that is enough to do it. Okay, there could be more in there right now, so we want to be careful with our stamina, but we will start to try and smash some of the bodies. And let's just check them, see if there's anything that could help us find more people. There's an AR-15 here. Okay, we are going to take do we want to take the magazine as well? You know, no. Because we're not likely to go through all of our magazines in one single fight. I think that's fine. Just taking the ammunition for now. So, let's just do some quick reloading. Get that magazine filled back up and continue on up here. Smashing these bodies. And we hear a whack. So there's definitely some more in there, but that's them dealt with. Nothing that we want from them. Okay, how many more are in here? And, okay, we still got charges on our infrared goggles. So, well, that's given us something. Did you destroyed that terminal, but there's still one more down here. Okay, that's all that we need. We just need one. Okay, moving to the side here. Let's take a careful shot on you. Okay, we get it, I think. Stumbling out of the darkness, we got yet another paramilitary zombie. Okay, let's get a little bit more distant. We're not going to see as well inside, but we can still see well enough, especially with our heat-detecting infrared goggles. And, well, we know how many we've taken out. As of this moment, 100. And that grenade back there certainly helped. Alright, and would you look at that. Now, the AR-15 does actually have some modifications on it. We could look at trying to take some of those off. That is tempting. We may very well need them. So we'll have a look at that. There's lots of things that we have in here. There's an evacuation pamphlet as well, which we can have a read of. Pretty much just telling us to stay here and whatnot. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to be turning on our light to make sure that things are clear here. We can go down into the basement, which we will do, but first of all, before anything else, we're going to go over to the terminal here and read first the emergency message, which doesn't help us, but then contact us. Refugee center found. So, that is our location. That is our point of interest. We'll log off and let's see what we got on our map. It looks like it's to our north and to our east. How far do we have to travel? Through Freiburg, through Greenwood, through Hampton Falls, through New London, further still, and that is the point there. Just by something, there is something big, a massive parking lot here. There might be a football field, but that is the location that we're looking for, and it's a significant distance. It's not the longest that we've seen, and we certainly can still make that on our bike, but it's quite the ride. Yeah, if we could find a vehicle along the way, that would be fantastic. Now, there was a armored vehicle up here that just needs a battery. If we can bring a battery to it, we got ourselves a working vehicle, and I think that's probably going to be a good option for us. The bicycle can see us to there. So let's get our breath before we go downstairs. We're all set and ready. Anyone down here will clear the place out, because I guess there's a chance that more people might try and come here in the future. Just more supplies that we don't really need right this second. Lots of protein rations that look incredibly, unappetizing. Yeah, let's get back on this bike. We can still see so well. Really, really happy with that. Okay, so we gotta go then, and we gotta keep on going. do we want to go right up through Stockholm? Or alternatively, yeah, I definitely think we want to go this way rather than try and go over towards where the mine is and where there's a portal and just a bad time. The amount of spores and mess that's over there, we want to avoid that altogether. We can probably ride through most of the fields up and in the direction of the armored car, and then who knows? I mean, I was going to say you might be able to just kind of traverse across here, but there is a marked bridge here, so we should go for those locations, the ones that we know can do a proper river crossing. But it's going to be a heck of a journey, and a lot of it is going to be just riding through the night. Thankfully, we're not tired right now. Mixture of the adrenaline and the robins on the road. No, a mixture of the adrenaline and the caffeine that we've had so far, because we've had an okay amount of caffeine, really. The chocolate-covered coffee beans and caffeinated chewing gum, yeah, we've done okay. Now, how bad is it going to be in town here? Well, there's a few dead. That's that brainless zombie that was guarding our bicycle for us, thank you. Very, very kind of you. I would imagine that a lot of the dead would have gone over towards where most of the noise has been happening, but we'll just kind of try and carefully make our way through here. Remembering, of course, that we are not good at controlling vehicles, so we do want to go with a bit of caution here, but we should be able to shoot pretty much straight through here, it looks like. But yeah, I just love how far we're actually able to see with these infrared goggles on. It's really giving us a good sense of what's going on around us. Absolutely fantastic tool. I would say I'd almost prefer them to... Oh dear, well I jinxed it. I was going to say I almost prefer them to the night vision goggles because it highlights enemies, it makes them that much more visible to us, but it's just clouded over. Well, it's misted over in actual fact. We're going to turn on our light now, which is going to draw the dead towards us. Oh boy, okay, alright. This is where things are going to get a little tricky, a little messy. Okay, let's go. Let's go and let's hope that it's clear. It is. Thankfully, we were on the outskirts of the town and we just got to go for it now. Head out, hit that road, and we're going to take that. Wow. I think that's probably a collection of birds, but you never know. It could be horrific, hungry things. Generally, if we can see something beelining towards our light source, it means that it's more than likely a predator. Yeah. But right now, we're just going to continue navigating around this massive, massive crater, and we're going to see if we can scrounge up a battery. And you know what? We are just going to go straight through the field tonight. I'm keeping my eyes peeled for large rocks, because we definitely want to try and avoid them, but for the most part, we seem to be pretty safe here. It's just a burn site. That's a large rock. Yep. Scoot around you. Look at that. We're making our way. Nearly there. Oh, it looks like the mist might be gone. Let's turn off our light for a second. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And we have made it up towards here and... Okay, looks like the lights have started up again. Okay. Yeah, I want the vehicle. So then, how do we go about getting that? We've got Freiburg up here, a derelict shed, and actually, you know what? I'm not sure if I checked the other vehicles to see if they had any working batteries. I don't think they did. I don't think they did. I'm fine with the searchlights seeing us. It does mean if there's anything else out here, they will try and go for us. Oh, they're just kind of like pieced out. Weird. Yeah, battery. The battery was damaged. That's why it's kind of drained out. This one doesn't even mention there being a battery, so it's toast. And it's the same deal here as well. Okay, so if we're going to find a vehicle, it's probably going to be back in towards the town here. So we're going to go with a bit of caution, nice and slow, along this main road here and see what we start to make out. Probably have some dead over that way. There is a vehicle that looks like it was probably on at one point or another because we have a cone of light that's there. That kind of indicates to me that, oh no, it's still on now. So that is most certainly a working battery. Okay, we want to be very cautious about how we approach it then. We are going to want to turn those lights off to be able to access that battery, and we might have to kill some of the zombies around here. Let's just see how this goes. Okay, so we're going to go like this. We're going to touch these controls, turn off the headlights, and there we go. Nice and easy. I don't think anyone saw us then. Okay, 31% battery. Wonderful. Now, removing the battery, are we going to really need to be able to see to do that? Well, we got bolt turning. Too dark to see. Okay, we will put a small light source on then, like our smartphone, and just kind of hope. Turn on flashlight. Let's crouch, because then we're less visible, and we'll see if that's going to be possible for us. How long does it take? It's 50 seconds. Tough zombie has been spotted. Ignore. Dangerously close. We will stop. Crap. Okay. We could try and knife him. If we shoot, we're going to have everyone. But 50 seconds. We can maybe manage that. The reason why I also didn't drive this out of here is because the seats are toast. We can't drive it. You know what, pistol? Pistol is going to be quieter. Let's activate our holster, draw out our service handgun, and get ready to shoot this thing. Ideally, the smaller amount of shots possible, the better. 28 damage, decent. I don't want to be running away from here though, because I think as long as we stay close, it might remember where we were at in terms of our progress here. Heavy bleeding, wonderful. Good work. Love your work. Let's see if we can continue working on this thing. Car battery, remove. We hear shuffling. Okay. So, I might have had an error in judgment. Just a little. So focused on removing that car battery. We ended up getting surrounded, and our carbine's on the ground. Do you think we're going to be able to grab that in time? How long is that going to take to grab? Sometimes it will actually tell us. Let's just try and use the holster real quick. Put the service handgun back away. What's the wield time on that? 252. There is a chance that we get that carbine back into our hands before we get grabbed, but they are going to pincer in around us. The carbine's going to have to stay there for now. It's not the end of the world. There are other carbines, but I think we can still get it. So we turn, we start to try and run away here, back towards our bicycle. I know our light is still on. I really want to turn it off, believe me. Let's see if we can do that without it taking too long. Turn off flashlight. Wow, that took a long time. And we're going to have to lead them away from the bicycle, because if we jump on the bike now, that is no good. Let's just do a little yell down here. Hey, boys, come on, let's... Yeah, down here, down here. That's working, kind of. Oh boy. Leave the bike alone, please. Come on, your attention span is so short. Come on, over here. That's it. I'm what you want. Come on. Okay, I think we managed. The gun is still a bit of a problem. Let's get our stamina back though, before we try and do anything reckless. Because like I said, we can always go and get another gun, but this gun is special. This is our gun. Okay, this is my rifle, whatnot. Okay, let's yell. They're stuck in the car. They're probably destroying the battery as we speak. Come on, let's go. We need to get some more distance away from you. There we go. That's a little bit better. Do we have the time, the space, the possibility of getting to that rifle? Not while they're just around it like that. And I don't want to risk getting grabbed. Let's just be patient here. Yeah, that's good. I want that tough zombie gone. If I can move up and close that car door, that will really screw with the one that's in there. Let's see if we can. No, we can't. Crap. And all that noise ain't good for no one. Can we grab it? Let's not risk it. Let's keep on moving. The opportunity will present itself again. It will. And you know what? Checking you. Hey, 12%. And we can probably work on you from inside the vehicle, can't we? Yeah, let's just close that. We can't close that one. I'm just trying to figure out how to make ourselves not visible and just, remove a battery that way. I really do want the rifle back before we try and do anything like that though. We just need you to move away from there. So we're going to catch you for a moment. We're going to drag you on over here like so. We're close to... What is that light source? Is that warning light? Because that's not... Oh crap. Okay, we're going for it. We got it. It's dawn at 4. Oh boy. Oh yeah, no, the sun is rising. Oh crap. Okay, I'm trying to manage our stamina as best we can here. Okay, we need to get onto the bike, and we need to get onto the bike now. Stuff the battery. Okay, now, What's the best way to go? That doesn't involve... Okay, that was a good turn. That was a good turn. Better than I thought it was going to be. I was not expecting sunlight at 4, but here we are. I should have expected an early rise. Well, we got our rifle back. We're doing okay. That is just going to have to stay here. And we are going to be making the rest of this journey, at least for the foreseeable future, on bike. And you know what? Maybe that was the way that we were destined to do it. This bike has seen us, it's done well for us so far. It's going to continue to do that. Let's turn off our infrared goggles. And you know what? We can probably actually take them off for now. And we can activate our riot helmet, putting that visor down, and let's just continue to ride. We should be able to get to a safe top speed of 21, it looks like. We might be able to go faster, 29. But that'd be a little bit of a push. The bike wheel is damaged. We can't repair it with what we have right now, so let's just hope we don't do any damage to this thing as we start this odyssey. Maybe let's just bring down that speed a little bit just so that the wind chill isn't as severe. And yeah, this is the journey that we've got to make. I'm probably going to check back in with you all once we make it to the bridge and then Greenwood, unless I see anything else wild along the way. Walter, hang on. Oh, and would you look at this? We do actually have some vehicles here, and I am half tempted to take them, but at the same time, the bike has been so good to us. I think we're just going to stick with it. Unless we see like a proper armored vehicle that could really, really protect us, I think the bike's the way to go. Oh, and we just... Whoa, okay. The clouds just came overhead, and now we cannot see in front of us. Okay. It is getting a little bit brighter again, so I think that as time goes by, we will get that light back. We'll keep the infrared off for now. We are getting closer to that bridge though. And here it is. Okay. No mines, please. We should still be able to see from a distance if there are mines or anything else like that. What are we seeing down here? Swamp Shack. We don't need you, Swamp Shack. And hey, look at that. The light is back again. And I believe we are approaching the town of Greenwood. And it does look like we might just be able to kind of go around the outskirts of it. That's probably going to be the best thing for us to do. But the fact that the road doesn't continue on up there is a little frightening. And yeah, we're mostly going to be sticking to the main road going through these towns. We've still got Hampton Falls and New London to go through. But let's try and see if we can kind of just go around the outside of Greenwood for now. I feel like that's going to be safer than meeting the whole population here. Yeah, just around we go for now. And there's nothing blocking us on the other side. That's great. So we'll just rejoin the road across on the eastern side of the town. And there we go. Oh boy, we have a mass grave down here. Yeah. Okay, let's keep moving. Oh, there we go, and at 4:20, the sun has risen fully, or at least it's pretty high in that morning sky. Oh, okay, and there is someone around here. Sean Brady. Where are you? They're a bandit, and they're to the north of us, attacking to kill. You are wielding a wooden crossbow, and I think that that's a roadblock up ahead. Tree trunks. Wild. I have never seen this. There's an improvised shelter here as well, so you are waiting for us, huh? Okay. Oh, and you're not alone. Oh, crap. Okay, we stop on our bicycle, and hang on. Deshaun's running away. Okay, let's go a little bit further north. We can kind of just make him out, I think, up to the northwest. Our eyes are good. We can see him in that darkness there, ready to make a move, wielding a wood crossbow. It's not quite as, I imagine, frightening as the carbine that we're carrying. Oh, we hear bang. Are these shots coming our way? I don't think so. Who is shooting? It can't be you. No, not with the crossbow. We're not going to be hearing bang. Is someone shooting at you? Oh no, we're hit. Those shots were coming our way. And I do not know where that shot was coming from, but something just hit us in the left arm. For 4 damage. We are bleeding. Where did the shot come from? I don't think it's Deshaun. Roberta Poe, we hear calling out. We have no idea where Roberta is. we speed up. We need to get around this thing. We need to move. We have our carbine in our hand. We will shoot if we need to, and we may very well need to. Our left arm is bleeding, and we can finally see Roberta. Where are you exactly? Oh, you're back down here. She must have been in the shelter. She's got a pistol. Hot damn. Pedal to the metal. And please don't get shot by a crossbow bolt. Come on. We're fast, and we've made it around the roadblock, but blood is dripping down our arm. Luckily, that was a graze. We hear Deshaun shouting out, "Feet don't fail me now." Unfortunately, in this case, it did. And now there's dead. Well, there's dead up there. I was going to say there's dead heading towards you. Not yet. We're going to take a second, dropping the carbine to the ground. Putting a little bit of pressure on the wound stops the bleeding. Thankfully, that wasn't a significant gunshot, but oh boy, I have not seen a roadblock like that. Not with a tree trunk. That's just brilliant. Okay, so heading into town, this is where things are going to start to get a little hairy, because there's one main road that runs up through most of this place. This road here, we need to take that just pretty much straight through. So if we could go for that one, I would prefer that. So we're going to see if that's possible for us to do. As we start to cycle in towards the town, the dead are going to start to just swarm towards us. And that's where driving or riding through towns during the daytime can be super, super dangerous, because they have that chance to see you from a distance, and they're going to start to congregate in front of you, making a big wall. And most of the time for vehicles, that's not so much of a problem, but we can't really ram on a bicycle. We can dodge, and we're going to try and do that. And oh boy, some panicked people are still alive down there. I don't think they're going to be for that much longer, but hopefully those people are going to give us the time we need. And that's a police roadblock. And it seems to be keeping the attention of most of the dead, including a massive pack of zombie dogs. Okay, we're going to be threading the needle here, well and truly, and oh my gosh, Walter, well done. Well done. We need to keep up this riding. There's ferals coming from every angle. The dead are closing in on us. There is a motorcycle there, but we cannot afford to stop for that. No, we need to keep on going. We cannot stop for anything at this stage. Looking ahead, there's a lot of dead. And there isn't much of a window for us to shoot for. We could try and go out towards the car park and then just bring it back in, but that's going to bring us very, very close to these ones here. I'm thinking we're just going to have to hang a left and hope that we can turn back around at some point. We're going to have to slow down to make that. And oh boy, there's a lot of birds around the graveyard. Hopefully that's going to keep the attention of the zombie dogs that seem to be hanging around here. And okay, this is excessive. We can do this. We can do this. We have a feral with a knife spear of some kind. Oh boy, and we just made it around them. Okay, let's stick to the sidewalk for now. Narrowly escaping the dead there. A harrowing journey so far. Let's carry on ahead for now. We're not going to worry about turning around just yet, or maybe we will. This is going to be it. And then we're going to hang another left, and then we're going to be back on track. It doesn't look great though. Doesn't look good up there. And back over this way, I think we're just going to have to go for it. We're going to have to hope that we can find an avenue that we can explore. Doesn't look good over there either. It's pretty bad whichever way we shake it. Zombie dog, you're going to be a problem, aren't you? No, we just get around. And now what we're going to try and do is go between these cars and then swing back around to the north. There we go, Walter. That's it. Now through this group here, don't get grabbed. Just keep going. Ride. And we're going to start to put a little bit of extra force in now because there are just so many. We need to hope that we can make this. Come on, past the runner. We narrowly get through there. Just wild. We are going to have to turn at some point. We are not going to turn up there though because there's so many over towards our west. Straight ahead we go. Dodging, weaving. Okay, we're going to go along the sidewalk here. We need to hope that we can just make it through. Okay, the kids don't grab us, so if we have to make a choice, if we have to get close to one of them, we're going to go for them. And we've nearly done it. We're nearly out of town. We are going to have to make this turn here, so we're going to have to bring down our speed considerably, and we just make it, narrowly brushing a bush. We've got another right to make up here. We're going to start to turn, and I think we've got it. We are home free. We've made it through the town. And I know I called it early. We had one more group to get through, but we've made it. Okay. All right. Well, that is Hampton Falls out the way. We still have New London to go before we reach our destination. And it looks like the road's pretty empty for the most part. We might even be able to just drive across the field here. The way that the GPS plots the route for us, it uses roads. It doesn't tell us the shortest distance, the best way to go to get there. So we're going to risk riding across the road for now. I think there's less chance of us running it into controlled ambush points as well. Yeah. Unless, of course, there's someone hiding out in the barn here. Doesn't seem like it. We'll keep on riding by for now. And we'll see if we are able to just bypass New London. If there's no forests, if there's no rivers around there, we should be able to. Let us hope. Okay, we are closer now, and it looks like the shortest route's probably going to be going straight through it. We could try and go from the right here, though. I'm tempted to give that a shot, depending on just how busy the town looks. A lot of turkeys on the outside. Oh, ants. Soldier ants. I think we're just going to go through the center here because these ants are going to be keeping the dead preoccupied, but because the ants have also been attacked, it means that they are going to be aggressive towards us as well. Let's just hope that we can make it through before they turn their attention on us, and boy, they are trying. Okay, what is that up ahead of us? Abandoned shopping plaza. Okay, how are we going to do this? If we slow down a lot, we might be able to make this turn. Okay, and now we just need to gun it. Go, 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 go. So close. I gotta say, I love the bicycle. It just makes it that much more intense while we're driving through here, but it's also it's fantastic utility as well. The moves that we're making, we would not be able to make in a big vehicle. On a motorcycle, for sure, but the fact that we're doing this with pedal power alone, that's impressive. How is our athlete's form coming along? 52%, and oh boy, the rain has started to fall as we're making our way north past the ants. We've made it through the next challenge, and really now, there is just this before we reach our destination. So Walter, eyes on the road. Let's keep our attention head into the sides. We've got a fungoid shambler out there. Spores, even this far north. We're receiving more notifications of spore clouds disintegrating around us. So I think we should be activating that gas mask. Oh, the gas mask that we do not have. We took the cartridges. I didn't take the mask because I thought we still had something, but we don't. Okay, well, let's avoid spores then. We do not want to come anywhere near them. Let's just stick to the road, dodge, and weave as we go. Oh boy. Around you. And what have we here? What is this? It's a scrapyard. As much as I want to stop here, Sam Vaughan, scrapper. Well, hey, I hope you're friendly. If you are, no doubt you'd be a friend to Walter going forwards. But we can't take that chance right now. We just have to continue pushing north because we're close now. The refugee center is not far, but there is more trouble between us and their fungaloids all across the landscape, spreading their spores. I fear for that scrapyard. If there's someone living in there, it does seem like that's the case. And what is this? What is this great big thing that we can see in the distance here? We don't know yet. Is this an airfield? What? We got a panicked person here. No, maybe a racetrack? Oh, the rain has stopped. It's hard to tell. Moving around the shamblers and the fungaloids, I think it is a racetrack. Yeah. Oh, and we've got cars out here as well. Okay, probably sports cars of some kind if I had to take a guess, right? Let's just stop driving for a second. Sports car. Yeah. Okay, back onto the bike. Back onto the bike and away from the shamblers, please. Away from the spores, because we do not have a way to protect ourselves from them yet. and I do not like how close we are to them. Oh boy, it's fine, it's fine. There we go. Just a little light damage to the bike. It's okay. And hey, we've got a friendly Kraken out there doing some work, and what a sight. We've got another paramilitary zombie up here. We've seen a few of them today, and we have what I imagine was probably their campsite. So many spiked pits just everywhere. What a fantastic little camp, and somewhere that you might want to call home, but not if you had fungaloids that close. And that's what really concerns me about this refugee center, is that going forwards, you would not be able to be here for all that long. But you know, if you had a really good helicopter pilot that could ferry people from one location to another, well, you might just be okay. Let's weave through here as we get some athletics skill, because we rode here the entire way on our bicycle. And now at the end of this, we might actually have some safety in sight. And sure enough, we do. A refugee center. A refugee center that is going to have familiar NPCs in there, ones that we've seen in the other locations. Which, you know, I think going off of that, we can imagine that most, if not all of these characters have wound up in the same place. Or very, very close to. We are safe. Walter, you have made it. And really, looking pretty good. Well, I say that. He is soaked, he is chilly, but he is happy. He is oh so happy. Look at that. Look at our traits here. We are missing one. We are no longer hunted. Congratulations, Walter, you made it. You did it. And now you and our other survivors who have survived so far will be continuing on into a new series. Now, I don't foresee it running as long as Hilma's did, and it is going to have some heavy survival aspects to it, not unlike her series, but we aren't going to be out in the wilderness. That's all I will give for now, to not taint your votes. And so with that, looking down in the description of this video, you will find a straw poll with a collection of survivors that have made it through this season. Let your favorite be known, and in the next episode, they will have a new challenge ahead of them. And so, of course, first of all, we have our survivor here, our juvenile delinquent, Walter Strauss. We have our helicopter pilot, Tamika Malloy. We have our Major General, May Crockett. Our cybernetic, cyber junkie dungeon master, Nathaniel Mansfield. Our lab technician, who dragged herself up from the depths of the Transcoast Logistics Center, Digna Hudson. The incredibly talented and deadly bionic sniper, Malvina Souza. The indomitable medical resident and doctor of explosives, who survived the meltdown, Dr. Ruben Dong. And finally, our teenage assassin who escaped a mansion in lockdown and set across the land to kill her target, a modern-day knight on motorcycle back. We have Carmen Moulton. And those Legionnaires are our survivors that are in the pool to continue into the unknown. And fear not, even the survivor in second or third place may still get some screen time, depending on how horrifically bad things go for them. We shall wish them all the best. And for one last time this season, I will ask you all, Legionnaires, if you have enjoyed this season, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rykon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.